Okay, so you have recorded your first little bit of audio, which we tried at the start. Just record it. You can move your cursor over it, so you can make sure it's happened. Great, so that is there. Next, I want to edit my track. So I want to make sure that I can edit and cut it and things like that. Up here, if I drag my window, you can see window. And you can go down to make sure tools is selected. And over here, you will see all the different tools you may need. This just helps you select. As you see there, this helps us cut. And we can make over here and we can cut up our track into bits. So let's say there's a moment where you accidentally say the wrong thing, or you say for too long, or you can just move a different part of that track. You can just delete it. And it's gone forever. Oh no, I accidentally deleted the wrong thing. Well, I can just get to edit and undo, and that will undo what I just did. So if you make a mistake, you can always undo it. Then you can also rearrange the track into different orders or move it up and down. So that's a way that you can cut your track. Note that you can do automatic fades and fade ins and outs if you overlap them. If you do put the tracks over one another, totally over one another, it sounds terrible. So try not to do that. Try not to overlap the tracks. That is how you edit and cut them. Okay, so I've edit and cut, and now I'm thinking I want to add some music to my track. So the easiest way, or I think the best way to add the track, is just to make your screen slightly smaller. Then you got over there, I have a bit of music prepared. There's my podcast music. And I can just grab that. See, follow my cursor. Just grab that. And I drag it here. So now I've got my music on my track over my voice. You can see how the music changes. If you can't see the whole track, you can follow my cursor down here to these different magnifying glasses that makes things wider, thinner, or zoom in, or zoom out, or press this button here and you'll see the whole thing all as one track. It will always zoom into the red line, wherever your red line is. So now we've got music playing in the track. Right. And we've got music, and then we have some voice playing in that track as well. I'm just going to cut the music down using my cutter. Great, and I can drag that where I want it to be. I can also hover my cursor over the edge, and that will make my music actually sound faster. And then if I zoom in a little bit, I can then move my track and make it shorter, cutting it. Lots of different ways to cut. So now the music and the voice might work together.
The louder you speak, the higher those will go.
Now my music sounds a bit quiet, so I'm going to hold this red yellow line, and up it goes.
The louder you speak, the higher those will go. That's the frequency.
So I've got music and voice happening at the same time, and that's what I'd love you to be able to do. Have your podcast voice and have your podcast music playing all at once. Hopefully you can do that this lesson.